everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Michelle. I'm the marketing manager for Cablecast Community Media. And today we have the next edition of our Cablecast Technical Training webinar series on navigating our new Help Center. As you all know, we have offered free support for the life of our products for a long time. It's something we're very proud to be able to do. We also recently added a new premium level support program as well for those who would like to add that. And now we are trying to improve the interactions that we have for submitting tickets, for navigating the knowledge base, and also reintroducing some peer-to-peer communication among fellow Cablecast users online, so you all have access to each other and can help solve additional problems that aren't necessarily directly related to Cablecast, like finding supplemental solutions to go with your Cablecast system. So today we're going to have Ryan Hickok from our training department going through the new Help Center with you.
Well, thank you, Michelle. As Michelle said, my name is Ryan Hickok. I am the training specialist here at Cablecast Community Media. I probably worked with a handful of you guys in the past. If you have come back from different webinars, welcome, and thank you for coming back to our series, as well as those people that are new, welcome. So today's webinar that we're going to be talking about is some of the different resources that are available for you in our Help Center. Some of the ones that are pre-existing, as well as some new stuff that we are pushing out for you guys that are going to make support a lot easier for you. Some of the things that you might see in here is we have our Help Center home, which gives you some resources to be able to watch some different webinars. We also have some headers in here to do things like our tutorial videos on different subjects within Cablecast. You can also get in touch directly with us. We also have subcategories underneath that Help Center for those training and tutorial videos specifically on Cablecast, as well as bulletin board, carousel. You can also access any of our previous webinars that we hosted by going to that webinars page here, and it's going to list all the different webinars that we've held in the past with a brief description and a link so that you can actually watch some of them. It's like the one that we did, our last one about government meeting workflows. It talks about that as well in here, and links directly to our YouTube channel. But what we're going to be primarily talking about today is we are pushing out a new portal for our Help Center that is going to be directly integrated for our customers, and it is going to be support.cablecast.tv, and this is kind of the landing page that you're going to be seeing when you log in to that website. Directly from that portal, you can submit support requests. There's a nice, easy web form that you can fill out, that you can then submit that. You can also attach images through that web form. So if you have specific things or screenshots or whatever it may be, you can submit a support request or ticket directly to our support staff, and it ties right into your organization's records, which is really nice for us because then we have that direct connection between who you are and what organization you are representing when you're submitting your ticket. One of the other things that we have is our integrated knowledge base. We moved our knowledge base over from the old system that we were using, and it is now into this new portal that we have. So it's an easy navigation, great way that it's sorted by different topics and subheadings so that you can really find exactly what it is that you're wanting to look for either learning some stuff with how-tos, as well as troubleshooting articles from our knowledge base that'll be helpful for you. The last thing that has also been added in there is we have brought back our community forum. So some of our older customers remember that we used to have a community forum where you had some peer-to-peer interaction with your other customers and other members in the PEG community. We did find there is a lot of value in that, so we brought that back for our customers. So that is a great place and a great resource for you to be able to talk about workflows, different situations that you might have, or any subject specifically related to kind of the PEG community as a whole. So with that being said, let's take a look at this portal that we're talking so much about. So I got a tab here. We're on our support.cablecast.tv. And this is our page that we're looking at here that we're going to be talking about. One of the first things that you're going to really want to do to really get the most benefit out of this support.cablecast.tv site is you are going to want to create a user account. So right up here in the top right corner, we have a sign-in option. If you click on that, it's going to give you a poor little pop-up window. Oh, granted, it's going to log me in directly on this, but you will have an ability to set up your own user account. What we would recommend is when you do that, use the email account that you are primarily going to be communicating with our technical support staff from. So if it's your PEG organization, if it's your city email account, if it's your nonprofit account or your school email account, whatever it may be. What that does is that it allows us, with the records that we have and how this new support portal is tied into our ticketing service, is that it will tie it directly to your organization so that we can look at your assets, look at previous support tickets that you may have submitted, and it'll be very beneficial for you. So once you've logged in, you're going to get your profile here. We can submit a ticket directly from this portal with this submit a request. So you can add your own topic in here. We're going to call this one test ticket in there as an example. In our description, we can put in a brief description, webinar testing as our example. Well, now, there we go. All right. But then here, you can also attach a file. So if you have a screenshot or if there's a bad file that you want to also attach to it, you can also click on that. Once you hit submit, it's going to tell you, prompt you to say, yes, you submitted a support ticket, and it's going to show you your profile in here of all your other support tickets that you've submitted. So if you do sign in, we can also access this under our drop down here of my profile, and it's going to show us all of our different activities in here. And under that my activities, we have our requests that we've submitted. So I've got 2 different support tickets in here. I can look at one of the ones that I've previously reported, and I can see that Grayson replied to me with information about responding to that. I can also see the status of where my ticket is, if it's open or closed or pending, whatever it may be. So I know that my ticket is actually being assessed and worked on from our technical support staff in there. So that is a great resource now that you can submit directly from this portal. Now, one of the other things that you're going to do is our knowledge base, and that's going to be kind of this main area that we're seeing right up here at the top. It's a lot easier to be able to search for different topics as well. With that, right from the search bar, that's going to be the first thing that you're going to see. So if I wanted to learn about something on VOD, I had a question about that. I can click on VOD. It's also going to give me a prompt of different type of subject titles from different articles that I can choose from. Or if I just hit enter, it'll give me a full list of all the different VOD articles that I may be interested in as well. So I can look at that, get information about those different articles. We can also access those by clicking on our different options in here. So we've got like our how-to articles. Those are going to be where you want to learn about something specific. So I can click on my how-to articles. It's broken down by different subjects like bulletin board, internet video, scheduling and playback, frequently asked questions, different things like that. And we can go into that subcategory and be able to find something specific in there. Our troubleshooting articles are going to be where, hey, I'm getting this type of error message. I want to see if there's information about that. So we have like bulletin board troubleshooting and troubleshooting articles in general that we can also go through and be able to look at and find maybe a resource to say, yep, that is what I'm doing at or what I'm seeing. And these are the steps to resolve that in there. So the knowledge base is a great resource for you to be able to kind of go through the troubleshooting process yourself before you need to submit a support ticket as well. The last section that we have down here is going to be our community section. And this is where we have that community forum. So we have that conversation, that peer-to-peer interaction with stuff. So if we click on this join the conversation, it's going to take us into our community forum area. And there's 2 different things that we can do from here. You can actually now submit feature requests from this portal where we can add them to the forum, and we can list different features that you might want to, or you might feel is relevant to be added to the software. That might be a good resource for future releases or for other customers. From that, you can click on there, and it's going to list all the different ones that people have asked or talked about. You can go in, look at them. It's going to be able to see all the information or what someone has submitted. gives a brief description. You also have the ability to add a comment saying, yeah, I think that's also a great idea. Or, oh, maybe in addition, maybe this would be nice too. Something that you can kind of bounce back and forth with other users. This feature request is a great resource for you because then that gives our developers and our staff, our technical support staff, the eyes of seeing exactly what it is our customers are interested in and wanting to add in there so we can see what areas we may need to improve with our software. You also have the ability to vote on different posts as well. So if you think this is a great feature that you want to add in there, I can click on my arrow up to say, yep, I agree with that, so that it gives us that additional weighted response for our developers to look at. So if we see something that says, hey, I've got 24 upvotes on this feature request, that might be something that we look at assessing the capabilities of adding that feature in. The other area from our community forum is our general discussion. And this is going to be where you can interact with your peers, other customers that are using our product, as well as just other people that are in the PEG community in general. You can add different things in there to talk about different subjects. Maybe it's something that, hey, I like using this routing switcher, or hey, we're looking at getting new cameras in our council chambers. What have people used and what do they recommend? That sort of stuff. This is more of a look at that community interaction of talking and discussing things. You're not going to necessarily want to use this general discussion as a way to reach out to support with a support issue. That's going to be where you go up to your support, submit request, and submit that directly. The general discussion on the community forum is for that community interaction and building that kind of that relationship between other PEG members in the US or across the country or whatever it may be in there. So this is a great resource for you to be able to communicate and talk to those other people. Now, we just recently launched this, so there are going to be some general things that are going to be improving as more and more people start using this. So that community forum is going to continually increase with different feature requests, with general topics from other users that are going to be using it. Our knowledge base article is going to be constantly growing. We've already moved over a good number of our articles from the previous knowledge base system. We are continually daily adding new articles to our knowledge base, and we're looking at improving that here in the next year with some other new things, with new features and stuff like that as well. So this is a great one-stop resource for you to be able to get the information that you need for support. Now, with that being said, this is not going to be the only way to communicate with support. Our other methods that are previously there are still there. So email and phone number are still going to be other ways that you can reach out to our support staff. This is going to be the most recommended and the most preferred method because of the way that it is tied into our support ticketing software, that it will directly integrate your submitted ticket, your profile with your organization and the organization record that we have on file. So it's a nice seamless integration with that, so we can make sure that we're accurately and successfully being able to respond to your support needs. But if you do want to email, support@cablecast.tv is our email address. Our previous email address, support@trms.com, is no longer an active email address for support. What it will do is it's going to give you a bounce back email that says this is no longer accessible, you no longer can reach support this way. If you do, it'll say give you the support@cablecast.tv email in that response, but it will not submit a ticket. So if you're using the @trms.com, it's not going to submit something for you. Use the support@cablecast.tv, or even better, use the new support portal that we have there. You can also still reach us by phone, and some people like doing that, especially if they're having something on site for their hands or elbows deep in a server. 612-866-4118 is our phone number, and then you can go through the support tree to submit information. But like I said, the most preferred and the best way is going to be going through that portal. It's going to be a really nice resource for you on a lot of different levels.
Thank you for joining us today. We really hope that you find this new resource very helpful, and you can reach me at marketing@cablecast.tv if you have any questions related to this webinar. Certainly, if you have anything like a feature request or support ticket, now you know where to go.
We've kind of mentioned before is we're not really changing how our support is being handled. We're just giving you additional resources to be able to do it. We still offer free technical support for the life of the product for our customers. That model hasn't changed. We're just giving you some easier access to submit those tickets to us and be able to work through some of those things with that portal.
Yeah, and if anyone is interested in hearing about our platinum support option, which we just rolled out last year, you can email us at sales.cablecast.tv. And so until next time, thanks for joining us for this Cablecast technical training.